널 기다렸어.
It all comes down to this, one best of one between two Protoss players, SOS and Trust, on one map to decide it all.
The map drawn randomly.
Yes.
We'll have the reveal shortly, but
we're not going to tell you guys.
It's personally not a big fan of how this was decided, but random draw, so no one has a say, and it goes down to your skills on the map you didn't prepare for. They both chose Dust Towers against each other when they played against each other in the best of two, and so it all comes down to this one final single game to decide who goes to round 16 and who doesn't. I think this is a bigger moment for Trust than it is for SOS, but it's a bigger story for SOS, who started 1-4 in the beginning of this session today and has brought it back all the way.
Yeah, I like the story of Trust, though. You know, it's like he did so well, but then when the pressure really was on, he could not win, and it came down to a tiebreaker, and then he won. It's like, well, this guy is extremely good. We all know it, but then he took losses against Hurricane, making bad decisions there, and taking losses against Curious, like games that he's not supposed to lose, that he already beat these players easily in the first round robin. And then he comes in here, and the pressure's on, and he falls against it. He cannot deal with it. And now he's going up against SOS, a guy who's been on the biggest of stages, the biggest one there is, which is BlizzCon, obviously, the World Championships.
Yeah, he is the defending BlizzCon champion.
And he won it, you know? Imagine Trust going up against SOS. It's unbelievable when you think about it for these two-player situations.
This, in what is the forbidden set 31, will be the decider in their best of three. He went 1-1 with SOS. SOS did the same. And this 31st set will be the deciding match. The only tiebreaker we've ever had in Star League history. It is starting tonight. Trust 5-0, then going 0-5. This has never happened in all my career casting for 6 years of casting StarCraft. I have never seen a player go 5-0 and then go 0-5. Never seen a player go 4-0 in a initial round robin, like up and downs, and then lose and fall out. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
Or sorry, I meant to say like 2-0 because that's like be on match point and then drop back. It doesn't happen.
Especially with a format like this where you get 10 games to play. You got to win 6 of them. You already win 5. You just have to win 1 more. You can't win 1 out of 5. Out of 5 players that you already beat.
SOS had the tougher road by far. He started off with 3 losses, losing even to Gumiho. Defeated Curious. That kept him alive. Then when we started the second session, he lost to Trust again, and everyone thought, okay, that's it. He's out. But then he won against Hurricane. Losing to Classic, no big deal there. Classic took a cool gambit. Then he wins 3 back-to-back games against Gumiho, Curious, and Trust. And now he has to beat him just one more time to advance to the round of 16.
Best of 1. It's brutal, you know? You're talking about how it's an overall best of 3, you know? But they were extended, they were apart, they were not one right after the other. They just played one massive long game. It was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It was so back and forth. It was anyone's game, and in the end, SOS just barely wins it.
And SOS is a player who's not known for individual league games. He's known for his pro league and his overseas games. He is not known for
Frozen Temple is the map that we're going to be playing on. A 2-player map here for Trust versus SOS.
This final best of 1 that decides everything. The map is loading, ladies and gentlemen. Tell your friends, Trust versus SOS, the last game to decide who will be the 3rd player to move to the round of 16.
Frozen Temple is the map. These 2 players have not played against each other on this map just yet. It's going to be their first time and their last time in this group. In the bottom right, in the red, from KT Rolster, it is Trust, making a big name for himself tonight, even if he does get knocked out.
And to the top left, in blue, his opponent, $O$, SOS, fighting back with all his might. A huge cheer on the crowd here for SOS. A much larger fan base. And again, not as famous for his Star League play as he is in his Pro League play, his weekend tournaments, even playing like tournaments like the Kespa Cup, Blizzard Cup, Hot Six Cup, that kind of play. Smaller tournaments where he can play grueling back-to-back games. The week-long preparation for best of fives, best of sevens, not exactly what he's known for. But this is very important, obviously, with Pro League coming to a close. He wants to make a name for himself in the individual leagues and wants to get enough WCS points to continue to hold his BlizzCon title.
That is for sure. Do you remember the game that Trust played against Classic on this map? He went for 3 gates, Stargate, 1 base build, all in, and it lasted for like 3-4 minutes. He just could not kill Classic, but then eventually he did.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now, he could do it again. I don't think he will. SOS was watching that game. That seems like a one-off. You know, you prepare it for one. You're going up against Classic, the hardest guy in the group, obviously. But I don't know. Anything could happen. It's a best of one. It's insane.
You know, it's tough to say. There's HOT forever. Trust's coach.
Shuffling in his chair. He's like, oh, God.
It's got to be one of the hardest days of his life to watch a player he's self-chosen. Like, he's picked him out. I want to be part of the KT Rolster family. Not fielded very often in Pro League. Sometimes set to be fielded, but the games don't happen. He's played very few Pro League games. You bring him here, he goes 5-0. You're the proudest coach in the world, but then you watch him fall 0-5 in the second session, the evening session. Stargate comes out for Trust again. There's the Jin Air coach looking on as well, watching SOS struggle.
So solemn. Not many emotions there, just patiently waiting.
Guarantee you he'll probably shed a tear if SOS wins this.
He's one of the most emotional guys. Definitely one of the best coaches we have out here for sure.
I remember watching Maru and SOS's games at BlizzCon and how intense and how much he was screaming backstage, getting so hyped with all of his assistants and translators. All right, going to commit to killing this probe. Going to cost him a few hit points here. And we'll want to shade away right away. Actually, should lose that first Adept.
Yeah, he definitely should.
There it goes,
and
dead.
He's going to shade into the main. Going to commit to kills and to a scout. Even gets an overcharge here.
You know what, though? Because he loses both, this is a huge win for SOS. Because now he knows there's no threat of a scout for the rest of this early game. Can make a Nexus freely, and that's what he's going to do.
It is behind Trust, but this 4 Stalker pressure with 2 more that just completed. And the pylon coming down. SOS is going for it.
He's massively ahead. He's not going to commit to an all-in or anything, but he's going to try to grab a mothership core, maybe kill a pylon.
He's looking for damage here, especially with the Nexus that early. He sees blood in the water. He's going to keep his mothership core. I think he's got one at least. Yeah, he does. Back at home. And he's going to use that for anything, perhaps oracles that come across. There is an oracle that was made by Trust. It's going across the map right now.
Okay, that's really huge. That's the one thing that SOS denied a lot of information, but he himself does not have a lot of information. He can, if he micros correctly, easily kill this pylon at the cost of some of his shields, and he wants to force a cancel on this. By the way, the Oracle back at home, going in. There's Mothership Core there, though, and 2 pylons.
The Oracle. No response just yet. Okay, there's the overcharge. It's gotten a couple of kills.
He gets to the second one. He can actually... Does he have enough energy? He should have photarned the other one. I guess he doesn't have enough energy just quite yet.
No, not just yet.
Okay, not targeting the Mothership Core. Now he is. He's going for it. He lost vision. He lost vision, but he's going all the way up the ramp. He will get it.
He's going to get the Mothership Core, and that means no overcharges. Okay, looks like there was one overcharge that went on off screen right before it died, but he's got the higher Stalker number.
Oh, he wants to kill this Nexus. The Nexus is tanking for these Stalkers, though. Trust is breaking down the ramp, targeting down these Stalkers one by one.
He has the faster weapon. He has more Stalkers. He's going to take him out. He's going to win this fight.
Yes, he is. Don't forget the Oracle's coming back. The Oracle's coming back. Okay, he actually thought
he's going to kill every Stalker.
He's going to kill every Stalker. The Oracle.
GG. That's it.
Oh my God. Trust advances.
Trust wins. He moves on. And there you have it, just like that, the best of one is complete, and Trust is your winner.
It took him so long to get that 6th and final win, and he will complete the best of 3, taking the series over SOS 2-1 and advancing over the fan favorite and the BlizzCon champion.
What a day for Trust. A roller coaster of emotions. You go from the highest high to the lowest low after losing to SOS in that last game, game number 29. and being forced into the tiebreaker. How do you prepare yourself for something like that? But he does it. A guy that does not have that much experience, a guy going up against a guy with some of the most experience in the world, which is stuff we talked about, and he actually makes it work. So let's talk about that game. What do you think about that? What do you think went wrong for SOS?
I think SOS got a bit too flustered when he was dealing with the Oracle at home. I don't know. I guess he didn't have another overcharge just yet.
It looks like he was at like 43 energy, something like that, just barely not enough.
So close. Lost a lot of mining. Panicked a little bit. Overcommitted there. When he went to target the mothership core down, he lost vision for a second. He lost an entire round of shots. The Stalkers went to fire and lost vision like in the animation. So the animation was canceled. His Stalkers didn't fire. He didn't kill the mothership. Trust got a whole extra wave of shots, and then he had the faster warp in because he was at home.
Yeah.
SOS was fighting.
Closer too.
Yeah, exactly. SOS had to do slow warp ins from the pylon. I think he overcommitted there. He didn't get the Nexus either. He started panicking, and I think he could have tried to maybe back off and transition, but he just GG'd away immediately.
Well, yeah, from there, he was definitely behind, and his Nexus was behind even. He didn't kill the Nexus. I think he had to either commit to killing the Nexus or try to go up the ramp sooner, try to snipe the mothership core with a higher count of Stalkers. If he just killed the Nexus and backed off and didn't take damage and he had his own Nexus up, he would have been massively ahead.
Yeah, there was a few different things he could have done, but he got flustered. That Oracle really won the game for Trust, in my opinion. His control was good. The mothership getting it just out of vision of the Stalkers was also very, very huge. And here you guys have it. Classic was out of the group a long time ago.
Yeah, Classic's just watching on from wherever he's at.
He might have gone home already, man.
Probably. He's like practicing for this group.